Hi, Andrew from SACS. We have a new psychometric assessment for you. This is a measure of personal inclusion. And what it measures is the degree to which an individual is committed to being inclusive of people that that person considers to be different from themselves. Now, this fits into the general category of attitudes towards diversity, and many of our clients use attitudes towards diversity measures right now. Here's an example of what a typical attitudes towards diversity scale result looks like. And you'll see that we're measuring 4 attitudes towards diversity. These attitudes towards diversity are gender, ethnicity, age, and disability. And you'll notice that this individual has high scores on ethnicity and high scores on disability, which means that they're not overly inclusive when it comes to disability and ethnicity. Now, the whole point of this result is to give you an opportunity to see whether people have negative attitudes to any of these 4 areas before you hire them. But what about people who have negative attitudes towards, let's say, LGBTQI+, or personal life, or something to do with lifestyle? Now, one of the possibilities is to continue to create all of these measures of attitudes towards diversity, and theoretically you could have 15 or 20 of them, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work from a mathematical point of view, and it certainly doesn't work from a practical point of view. So the alternative is that you look for the opposite. You look for people who have positive attitudes towards inclusion, and that's what this measure measures. And so this is a personal inclusion result, and what we'll see here is that this person has been measured in terms of personal inclusion. The score here is a percentile score. So this person is at the 46th percentile, which is exactly average. And so they're not particularly high nor particularly low in respect of personal inclusion. Now, why would you measure this? Well, there's a range of reasons. One could be that you're interested in areas of diversity apart from gender, ethnicity, age, and disability. Another reason is that you could be considering promoting somebody who's an internal employee, and it's useful to know how inclusive they are. Now, if they are less than optimally inclusive, it is really important to understand that that can be developed. It's not a kind of a genetic thing that's inflexible. People can learn to be more inclusive and can learn skills associated with that. So let's talk about the questions that are asked in a personal inclusion measure. And here are some examples. So just to pick out a couple, everyone should be treated well irrespective of their background or preferences. Workplaces should be set up to welcome everyone, even if they are different from me, etc. SACS has evaluated this measure using the most stringent measures of psychometric evaluation, and it's a great test from a mathematical point of view, and it performs fairly and equitably. If you're interested in using this instrument, all you need to do when you're setting up your next candidate is to click on the option of using this additional measure. It's there every time you set up a candidate. On the other hand, if you'd like to know more about this, click on the link near this video.